Alrighty. I kind of looked away to the right side of me. Well, the left side for you for a moment. Camera still in the same spot. Hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic Dino action. RV Games, one of the best places for dinosaur content. Oh my goodness, we're in Naya tonight, and I think it could be pretty powerful. It's done the trick often enough today and yesterday a little bit. Basically, the only thing we're dipping our toe into white for is Kinjalli Sunwing. In my search for mono blue spirit, something to help out against those, basically just either a dinosaur with reach or a dinosaur with flying that could simply threaten those flying spirits. I came upon, again, remembered Kinjalli Sunwing, which I haven't used in quite some time, but this also helps us a decent bit against other aggressive decks, something with Collected Company perhaps, something that plays a bunch of big creatures in a single turn. Mono green ramp. Actually, Kinjalli Sunwing did help out at least once that I can remember. Big things, they're still somewhat open on the following turn when it comes back around to us, and that did actually help lead to lethal. Cat Oven, we don't have to worry about the cat ever chump blocking something, you know. They sacrifice, bring it back, block something, then they sacrifice before it's dealt damage and get another food again. You know, often, probably, that cycle. It's painful. So he would still get through a little bit of damage that way. But yeah, often it leaves the opponents somewhat open. It's very nice. Now it is redundant with a bunch of them, but mainly it's for the spirits. Get something flying, get it down, possibly move one or two copies into the sideboard. Have still all four if I really want it in a specific matchup. And it's very easy to play, only requiring one white, and of course, being a dinosaur, get to bring in Secluded Courtyard to super duper cast this thing consistently. Not so much Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, the namesake, part of the namesake for tonight. I had a copy. I think I might have two, but people have suggested I try it out, so tonight at least is the night. We have lots of creatures. We're sitting at 33, which perhaps might be too much. A little bit of interaction probably would be good. We shall see. But yes, Jetmir. Whew. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. Well, with 33 of them, there's a pretty good chance at least we'll have 3. We may not get to 6. Creatures we control would get another +1/+0 and trample, which would be lovely. If we get 9, we get double strike. I don't see us ever getting to 9, but 3 certainly is very nice. Vigilance is also very nice and welcome. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same. We still got that single copy of Fierce Empath, 1 or 2. I really seem to like that. Grab the big heavy hitters. Possibly cutting a copy of Carnage Tyrant. I'm trying one less copy of Ghalta. Usually it has been the full playset of 4, but we'll see how it goes. I had to free up space for Jetmir as well, so it made sense maybe just to cut Ghalta. But Carnage Tyrant, whenever we land that, this guy still continues to be the threat of threats. Alright. Sideboard wise, nothing too crazy. I just want to bring the pain. This will bring the pain to mono blue spirits. I don't like that deck. My least favorite to play against, so Torch Breath is going to do the trick. Something that can be cast on turn 1, instant speed, can't be countered, deals at least 2 damage. To get rid of the Spectral Sailor when they put the Curious Obsession on it. Torch Breath is the thing. And it's kind of somewhat versatile. I mean, we could bring it in if we really want some instant speed removal on something that isn't blue. But for the most part, this is going to hopefully do the trick against those pesky spirits. And Anger of the Gods potentially, if they don't have a counter spell against us. Sometimes it's very hard to resolve this. Boseiju, single copy. We have another one in the main board, so 2 in total to deal with some of those enchantments. Hopefully we don't get caught out and see all enchantments, but there's Back to Nature. I've decided to go with this instead of Barrier Breach. I'm just going to sweep everything for 1 less 3 copies, not the full 4, because it would be pretty bad maybe to see multiples of these, but 3, similar to Anger of the Gods, where I usually also have 4. A decent chance, for sure. Possibly mulliganing a little bit more aggressively, because, well, they are so good. Couple lands, Blast Zone. Actually, all Blast Zones. Blast Zone and Torch Breath really bringing the pain to Mono Blue Spirits, and Blast Zone especially against Rakdos Sacrifice. Destroy all those non-land permanents with a mana value of 1. Oftentimes gets the job done. Alright, I say we jump into things as we relax with the fantastic beats. A little bit more upbeat tonight. I like mixing it up. Calm, little gets things going. I might make a super full relaxing stream playlist and a heavier one, just depending how I'm feeling on the night. Hopefully all you guys are having a good night, a good morning, good evening, afternoon. Oh, that looks like a good hand. We're keeping that. We got 3 lands, Marauding and Huntmaster. They're going first, but I would imagine Huntmaster or Marauding sticks around. If they both stick around, it's going to be very explosive with that Regisaur, as always. Casting that thing for 3 is lovely. Even for 4 is gravy. Oh. We got a Gruul mid-range. A lot of mid-range going around lately. Jetmir's Garden? Okay. Too bad we didn't see that turn 1, since we don't have any turn 1 plays. It's always nice to go that. And speaking of turn 1 plays, that's something I'm looking to amp up a little bit. Commune with Dinosaurs, probably using that tomorrow night, I would say. We'll see. Just something that increases consistency or can make better use of that turn 1. Get us a little bit farther ahead. Alright, Gruul mid-range. Okay, should be, that was Bone Crusher, nuts. Wow, we got Regisaur, and cross your fingers, everybody sticks around with the Queen next turn. Now I have enough power, I'm going to pressure him with this token, see if Briarbridge wants to trade. That would be nice. Alright. Just hope Regisaur Alpha is sticking around for Ghalta next turn. Otherwise we may not get her. Ah, you gotta be kidding. Well, Domri's Ambush is good. It hits a creature or a planeswalker, so in most matchups it should always have a target. And Vigilance on Briarbridge Tracker is not a pretty sight. You can see if we were on the play, we would have gotten Ghalta this turn. I like Regisaur again for the hastiness, but Carnage Tyrant really is going to... Nah, we'll go with Regisaur. Now, we could possibly go Carnage Tyrant plus Ghalta next turn if we draw what we need to draw. Another land would do it. 6-5. No, not quite. At the very least, we should get Ghalta, even if Regisaur still kicks the bucket. The reflection, being able to copy stuff now, though, is not good. Makes me shed some tears. I use both the tokens that take out the Briarbridge Tracker there quite nicely. Still have plenty of power to see the Queen. Alright, do it. Ah, interesting. Well, it's pretty nice to take out the cats. Reduce the bodies that they got going on. Definitely. I'll go with Fierce Empaths. Might as well play something. Got to play him at some point. He'll die each time whenever we do play him. Grab another Carnage Tyrant. Oh, we don't have many. Now, it could be something nice to add maybe 1 or 2 copies of some other creature that is a mana value of 6. But yeah, just a one of Silver Bullet in certain matchups. Could be something out there. Probably going to be a Dino, but Fierce Empath would be nice. There are some big heavy hitters. Carnage Tyrant and Ghalta, though, definitely my favorites. Huh. Yeah. Guess we'll do that. I was worried they would have Embercleave. They do not. They're trying to bluff Embercleave, I think. Don't see them getting out of this with that Bone Crusher and whatever else is in their hand. Maybe they missed Embercleave? Or they're going to stomp Regisaur with another Bone Crusher. That's got to do it. Oh, Shatter Skull Smashing, huh? Well, well, well. The tables have turned. Well, not really, they're still dead. That's how you do it. Not accounting for maybe the buff on running. They had to take out Ghalta, though. Absolutely, Anger of the Gods is going to make this opponent certainly quite angry. We're going to have to watch out for that Embercleave, though, so I'll bring in the second copy of Boseiju. Kinjalli Sunwing definitely could be very nice in this matchup. Lots of creatures. There could be some turns that they're left a little bit too open due to this thing. Got to cut somebody. Definitely want to keep in Jetmir. I'll cut one copy of... two copies. 2 Huntmasters. Potentially all the Huntmasters, just because there's the Stomp. That kills it. Anger of the Gods. You know what? Let's cut all the Huntmasters. Bring in the Blast Zone. We still get, land. It'll ramp. It's not as good of ramp as the cost reduction from Huntmaster, but in a pinch, Blast Zone might actually help us clear the board of some big creatures. Maybe at a mana value of 3 or something. Trainer James, how's it going? Oh, I know. A lot of people are a fan of Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. He has done the trick, and certainly there's enough low-cost dinos to make it work. I think people might hear dinos and they would assume, oh, you're never going to have too many bodies online to make that make sense. I don't think that's the case. Play it a bit safe, send that Regisaur Alpha to the bottom, and we got lots of ramp. Definitely makes sense. At least one copy of Jetmir when I was looking at adding Kinjalli Sunwing for all those certain matchups. The mono blue and mono green actually was pretty good. Storm the Festival, I think we've all used some variation of Storm the Festival, mono green, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it is nice when those big heavy hitters enter tapped and you still get to swing quite nicely on the following turn. Into a fairly open board, maybe completely open if they've tapped some of their little dorks to power out Storm the Festival. Thunderherd Migration on turn 2 there, making sure we have 4, Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. Lots of ramp, but it's making me wish maybe I should have kept that Regisaur Alpha. We had enough. Sending one land to the bottom still probably would have been good. We can cycle away this Jetmir's Garden. I mean, cycling for 3, not the best, but that is still a pretty bad worst case scenario than just having it stuck in hand and not really needing it ever. Well, that will do it, unfortunately. Oh, yikes. Anger of the Gods next turn would be good. Well, that's not anger, but it is a pretty lovely thing to see. We got a blocker, at the very least. I'm going to go with the Carnage Tyrant. Cycle this and hope we get something nice. Ooh, another Topiary. So we will, well, we would have gotten to 7 lands anyways next turn. Bone, well, 2, 6. We might be still living, depending. Oh, if we get anger next turn, we should be okay. If we don't get anger, we may be dead. So we'll hold out hope. Oh, math is hard. Okay. It's lovely being able to tap Bone Crusher Giant or any creature to crew something, making use of stuff that normally wouldn't be able to do a whole lot because of summoning sickness. Otepec Huntmaster crewing a vehicle is very, very satisfying. Further making use of it. It still does the cost reduction. If you don't need haste because you have Regisaur out, the haste from Huntmaster redundant, unfortunately. And Huntmaster can drive a vehicle pretty good because it is a human, so that does make sense. Probably shifting next turn. We've got Ghalta, so we don't really need to use Fierce Empath at the moment. Looks like they might not have a whole lot to play. That Stomping Ground came into play tapped. They had a Domri's Ambush or something that dealt damage. So he might be fairly safe. Or they just didn't want to take 2 and they'll still use it this turn to kill somebody. Well, we just got the queen. Okay, let's do it. Boom. 4 for a 12/12 trample is good. Both cats would have to block to take somebody out. I'm quite alright. Oh. I'm happy taking out Esika's Chariot. Actually, we got that 5th land, so even though Marauding dies, we still get to go Regisaur next turn. They got another one. I should have been wary of that. Certainly take that action. Get this Regisaur down. And boom. There we go. Beautiful stuff right there. Okay. Starting off strong. That Esika's Gruul mid-range. I've seen that a couple times. That's decently popular. It's painful not having instant speed interaction, being able to take out Esika's Chariot the first time it's made into a creature. Reckless Rage, of course. 1 red, instant speed, 4 damage to target creature, and 2 damage to target creature you control. Classic. Fantastic removal for us, and quite a few other decks. That's always on the radar whenever I'm whipping something up for the night. Refining. But I'm not using Ripjaw Raptor at the moment, or any other enraged dinos, so it doesn't make quite as much sense. This hand, though, exciting stuff. It definitely makes sense. I have 3 Topiary Stompers. If Marauding dies, we still get to go Topiary. Castle Lockdwayne to start. Well, that's our first Rakdos of the night. Greasefang. Potion of Healing. What the... This is just a funny, nothing much deck. That is probably the first time I have ever seen Potion of Healing used. Got to be a new-ish player, maybe trying out some deck. Revolving around life gain, though, I'm sad. Very, very sad not having this double potion of healing. Rampaging Frostodon, or the new Dino from Brothers War, Cinder Maw. Cinder something. I'm pretty sure it's Cinder Maw. Well, we got some kind of tough options. Certainly Topiary Stomper. Topiary plus Marauding. I imagine they're going to want to kill one of the Maraudings. Cross my fingers that's the case. So, if that was the plan, we'll still be left with one. We got to use up all available mana. Make the most use of Maraud. Oh, take out the Ginger Brute. I like that. Very nice. Yeah, with that extra 1 red, potentially we would have gotten another 2 damage. Oh, it's a Book of Exalted Deeds shenanigans stuff going on. Well, it's Topiary Stomper for sure. Get some more lands. Topiary plus Shifting. Super duper. Power up those Marauding Raptors and swing for the fences. Regisaur plus Kinjalli Sunwing next turn. Well, that's alright. If they take out both Maraudings, if they sweep us, we've still got Regisaur Alpha. We can play Huntmaster as well if both of those die. So a sweeper at the moment is not so devastating. That's pretty nice. Huntmaster, naturally, we'd never be able to play it, but it can be a nice way to recover, gaining immediate benefit with the cost reduction. Double Charming Prince. Both will have to block, unfortunately. Oh, and we got the Queen. This is going to be mean. All right. Power up those Raptors. Big time. Could potentially have swung with them, freeing up the possibility of Regisaur not dying, but I like them both being 8/3s. That Angel is going to trade with one, and probably one of the Charming Princes. Oh, both. Interesting. Now we just have to cross our fingers Ghalta survives, and they weren't saving removal for that. The Queen. I'm ready to shed tears if that happens. Fingers on the hotkey. It's a C for cry, in case you guys are wondering. Not too bad again. We gotta go Huntmaster. Possibly Kinjalli Sunwing would be nice with these angels that they're making. Now we'll just go Shifting, use up all the mana we can, and hope they don't have removal for Ghalta. For 2. There's definitely plenty of it. Okay. It's looking pretty positive. They could get, sneaky board wipe, something. Can never be too careful. Definitely a decent amount of life gain, though. I still have to take out Ghalta. A potion of healing will bring them up to 13, which, well, they'd have to take out Shifting. Surviving at 1. Oh, I see. Well, well, well. Imagine they'll block Shifting Ceratops. Maybe we get to, well, they'll probably block Shifting either way. We're getting trample on it and getting a little bit more damage. It won't be quite enough this turn. $16 damage and... Oh. Well, they weren't quite dead. 17. 3, 4... Oh, I guess it was. 12. Yeah. Okay. All right. This something never really faced. A bunch of enchantments, I guess. Maybe random. It feels like a hodgepodge of life gain things. Maybe I really should add one copy, a couple copies of Rampaging Ferocidon. Feel like Back to Nature. Possibly Blast Zone. Excuse me. 2, 3. Decent amount of things at 3. Some stuff at 2. One copy of Boseiju, just in case we desperately need to take out that Book of Exalted Deeds. Right. Yeah, I was thinking Back to Nature, but it seems there's a decent mix of lots of stuff. Back to Nature might not get us a whole lot of benefit. Could be Doom Foretold. Definitely. They are in Orzhov colors, forcing us to sacrifice a non-land permanent at the beginning of our upkeep. If we can't, then it's sacrificed. They gain life. They make a creature knight, a 2/2, I think, and yeah, it's painful. Very rough stuff. Should be good though. Hopefully they don't have Thoughtseize. They are in black, so that's always going to be something to keep in mind. We're going to face Thoughtseize usually every night. Anytime we do this, it's basically guaranteed, I would say. Oh, they hit us with the cookie. That is not good. I would have thought maybe Azorius Artifacts if I had seen the Ginger Brute to start. Okay, good. We're getting more lands. Very nice, definitely. But still, that Thunderherd Migration. We're going to be playing some good stuff next turn. Certainly have enough sources of red, especially with this mountain. But Marauding, Huntmaster, and maybe 2 Marauding Raptors, which would stop us from playing Regisaur. So maybe just Huntmaster and Marauding. Huntmaster and Topiary. Marauding next turn, Regisaur Alpha, followed by a second Marauding for maximum cost reduction and nothing dying. Hopefully Huntmaster sticks around for that. Supercharged cost reduction. There's that prince. Yeah, I feel like this maybe is the basic starter Orzhov deck that they give you. Feels like something like that. Griffin Airy definitely is given to you when you start out the game, for sure. That's okay, one less thing to block the onslaught that's about to happen. Ooh, that's beautiful. We're at 6. Hopefully we get to 7 next turn for Topiary. Man, Regisaur Alpha for 3 is lovely. I'm just swinging with absolutely everything. I don't care who blocks who. I would imagine maybe one Marauding Raptor goes down. Oh, well, yeah, no, that makes sense. 8, not taking 8 is better than not taking 2 for sure. See if they finally have a sweeper. I'm pretty sure you're given at least 1 or 2 sweepers in some of the free beginner decks. Or they've opened it and they want to use it because they felt the pain when facing a deck that is so focused on creatures. Probably has never been dinos for them, but there it is. There it is. Well, we still get to safely go Huntmaster. And we have confirmed that they do have a sweeper indeed. Ouch. Maybe they have another one. Of course, they'd never use it on just the Huntmaster. Oh, yes, good stuff. We're at 7. Beautiful. We could have been at 7 with Stomping Ground, but if they have a Thoughtseize, I'm going to leave that land in hand and maybe trick them. Interesting. Why they didn't just block with the Ginger Brute, then replay him, but maybe they just want a bunch of creatures. Odd. They wanted to replay Charming Prince, perhaps. That's pretty cool interaction, I guess. Potion of Healing. When they sacrifice it, they normally gain 3 life, but because of Sarah Paragon, they also gain 2 for a total of 5. Neat. Oh, we got her. Oh, phew. There you go, folks. That's how you do it. Yes. And hopefully they don't have another sweeper. Yeah. Cross your fingers. I imagine they don't have a whole lot of sweepers. They're playing a bunch of creatures now, and if they did have another... Oh, yikes. Nuts. Well, they had to do it, unfortunately, to save themselves. Oh, we got a shifting, and that is definitely a very nice top deck indeed. Hopefully it survives, at least for another turn. It would be nice to get 2 swings off with it. Oh, double Ginger Brute. Oh shoot, it's Ginger Brute. Hopefully we can continue to take a bite out of their life total, because they really keep ticking that up. The Prince and that... Oh, no. They can't take out Shifting Ceratops, unfortunately. I'll hold off maybe 1 turn. Perhaps we can be sneaky and catch the Griffin by surprise. No. Sneaky reach. They know Shifting can have trampled, but they may not know that fact. Ooh, double Griffin area. That is not going to be a pretty sight. Anger of the Gods, where are you at? I don't think I brought it in. I'm going to bring that in. Next game, if it goes to that. Aha! Good stuff. Sneaky reach, that's where it's at. I hope. Oh man, Anger of the Gods right about now would be beautiful. And with Sarah Paragon replaying stuff from the graveyard, there wouldn't be a whole lot of creatures in the graveyard because they're exiled. We don't need that. We don't need that. Huh. Yeah, that might do it in. I mean, shifting can still block a griffin, but with multiples now, that's going to be painful. And just a bunch of creatures in general. Not a pretty sight. Oh, it was lethal, exactly. Huh. So I should have used Boseiju. I was just so sure that it wasn't. Math is for blockers, and I was the blocker, so... Ugh. Kind of liken the back to nature. Let's do that. Cut one Boseiju. At least one of those. Still have to cut something for the inclusion of anger. Still liking Kinjalli Sunwing for all their creatures. 2 of those. We'll keep one in. That and Jetmir. Still want to use up some of the white that we've got, but Kinjalli's either is tapping those creatures or anger is going to sweep them. Slowing them down either way. Oh, that's the keeper. Big time. Plenty of lands, maybe. Perhaps a touch too many. But I still got Thunderherd on turn 2. Anger. Probably not on turn 3. Seems they don't barf too much stuff very early. Definitely remember to not play the second copy of this because I got Thunderherd here. I'm going to remove... Yeah, oh! We're finally seeing the namesake tonight. Good stuff. Oh yeah, what am I thinking? I normally have a Dino for Thunderherd Migration. That is making me sad. Nuts. Well, at least we can go at this turn. Jetmir next turn. 4 toughness, of course, surviving the 3 damage from Anger of the Gods there. Alrighty. Time for the second copy. Boom. Hope they don't have removal for him. Hopefully I see that single copy of Back to Nature at some point. Whoa. We got Carnage Tyrant. Well, that is definitely a welcome sight. Certainly we'll hold off on attacking with Jetmir. We're going to be taking out their stuff next turn, I would imagine. They'll probably play some more creatures this turn. Jetmir still surviving. Maybe having... Well, probably not having a creature with haste. We'll see. Oh, just... you just have to control... Okay, so we could go... Anger of the Gods, play some small creature, get us to that first breakpoint of 3. Oh boy. Well, there it is, folks. This might do it. And we're at 7 lands. We would have been with the Stomping Ground in our hand. Oh, that is nasty stuff right there. Can't click fast enough. Hopefully that'll get things done, but they can recover quite nicely, gain a bunch of life. They are only at 12. We did take them down a good chunk. But with the Griffins, Stronghold Arena maybe getting a sweeper, or they might have a sweeper already. Kaya's Wrath. Yikes. Let's hope that's not the case. Looks like they definitely, well, yeah, if they had a sweeper, they would have used it. Okay. Oh, and another anger. Wow, we are set, folks. Looks like they want to kill Jetmir there. Ah, yes, monocolored is right. They tap on, oh, they're still dead. What am I thinking? Okay. Good stuff. Definitely a little bit scary with those sweepers. Alright. Luckily we took them down. Jetmir showing up at least. I was hoping. I always hope that the namesake of the night, or the partial namesake, features at least a little bit. Samus the dude. Samus is not a dude. For anybody that has played that video game, Samus Aran is... yeah, she's not a dude. I'll tell you that much. Oh, okay, the music's still playing. It was just kind of quiet. Sometimes I hear it from my headphones off to the side of me. I use it sort of to monitor things. Make sure it's all running smoothly. Ooh, this is looking nice. I see black. I don't like black. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push on Marauding, but take the risk. Try our luck. We still get to go no Fatal Push. Good. We have confirmed that, luckily. Yeah, if Marauding survives, we would get to go Shifting next turn. They could have some removal for 2, maybe saving it for whatever is accelerated out because of Marauding. Possibly I might just go Jetmir next turn. No, maybe. Someday. There's the removal. Pretty nice that they take 2. It's not... doesn't seem that good. Alright. We'll pretend like we have no Dino in hand. Get to 4. Nice. Stable. I think that makes the absolute most sense, especially against mono black. Definitely. Try for good old Huntmaster plus Sunwing. Use up all our mana for the turn, and... well, it looks like they still don't have removal for... stuff. Instant speed. Lots of sorcery speed things. Extinction of it. Hey, that's the fantastic part of having, you know, a nice spread for stuff. Kind of feel like Jetmir. You know what? We can get more aggression with shifting. Giving it self-haste plus attacking with Huntmaster. I like that. Ooh. And another benefit of Fierce Empath, being a creature, if we don't have Marauding, it might be the thing that helps us get to controlling 3 creatures or controlling 6. That's a toughie. Well, it's got to be Huntmaster, yeah. Ooh. Jetmir it is. Hopefully, they're both sticking around for Ghalta next turn. Vigilance not a super big against this deck, but powering things up very nice. Sheoldred, ooh. Waste not. Well, Sheoldred is dead. Sheoldred. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I'll just play Ghalta, boom. Lights out. It's gonna be Jetmir for sure. We could have given Trample to Shifting. They have to have removal for 2. Extinction event would unfortunately do the trick. Hopefully that's not the case. Thoughtseize, well. Oh, killing themselves. What am I thinking? Because they knew it was over. Or maybe they forgot about that fact. Either way, So it's mono black, waste not discard. Let's think. Back to Nature could be nice, but that's probably one of maybe the only enchantment that they're using in this list. Yeah, I can see that. So Back to Nature, even though it would be nice to take out Waste Not, it would be a waste, I imagine. Destroy all enchantments. If you destroy one, that is not a very good value for sure. Boseiju could be good. Actually, Boseiju could be quite nice. Takes out an artifact, an enchantment, or one of these fantastic non-basic lands. The Man Land, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which might and sometimes has finished us off, becoming a 3/3 creature with menace, flying past maybe our only creature, because we would have to block it with 2 at least. Cabal Stronghold, that could ramp them nicely. Castle Locktwain, that's always painful, giving them nasty card advantage. 2 Boseiju. Let's do it. Not a whole lot of creatures, really. Although Waste Not does sometimes make zombie tokens. I'll cut 1 Kinjalli Sunwing. Again, because more copies is somewhat redundant. Two Huntmasters, bringing 2 blasts on. Just a land more stable than Huntmaster against this deck for sure. Future MTG World Champion JDX, I do appreciate that. Cross your fingers, cross your claws that it happens one day. Even if it doesn't, I still have a lovely time doing this. Live, not live, whatever it is. Playing Magic, playing League of Legends. That also gets a little bit rough. No rage, no fear, no limits, no excuses. Always a good time. And definitely some bangers now, music-wise. Man, that is... Oh, I kind of feel like playing my new favorite, Galactical. Guess it's not too much of my favorite. I don't even know its exact name. Can't stay for long. You got a new job. Good stuff. Congratulations. Excited Dino. Proud. Hopefully you're not knocked out by the sleep deprivation. Maybe you're stressed out starting a new job, as lots of people are. But yeah, I do wish you good luck. One day. That's the goal. Make this my job, which I would love. Absolutely. It's work, but it's not work. I want to put everything I can into this. It doesn't guarantee success. It never should be seen that way. Never should be seen that, oh, this is all I do, so I deserve success. That is never the case, but it simply gives the best chance for success for the goal that I want to reach. And at the very least, it is something I can look back on. Hundreds, eventually thousands of videos. It's going to be good. Yes, yes, you do. Hopefully, well, definitely see you around in the future. I'll go with Secluded Courtyard. They know we're dinosaurs. We have to go that at some point anyways to help Marauding Raptor come down. We do need 2 sources of green, absolutely, for Topiary Stomper. Still could have maybe saved by playing the Blast Zone. We got 2 copies of Boseiju though to maybe take out the... Ugh. Yikes. That's not good. It's not terrible, but we're definitely going Topiary Stomper this turn. Hopefully, well, Marauding plus the second Topiary next turn is going to be good. Baleful. Well, alright. Thank you. That is very exciting. They paid for to destroy a creature that already got its benefit and wasn't going to get further benefit for a long, long time. So this is very good indeed. I do like shifting, but I like Regisaur Alpha more. And I definitely want to keep Carnage Tyrant against... don't mess us up there, Auto Tapper. That almost did. Tapping Secluded Courtyard and Boseiju would not have left us with the 2 green that we needed for Topiary Stomper here. Gonna go with a Source Red just in case we want to play Kinjalli Sunwing, which we'll use Secluded Courtyard for, and then the Source of Red for Regisaur Alpha. I imagine they'll make us... Oh, Secluded Courtyard. Well, that's becoming... I guess it doesn't really need to be a source of white. We have a lot of double green. Let's still do that. We don't have a Kinjalli Sunwing in our hand anyways that needs white, so... That was a -2. Ooh. Alright. She kills herself. Good. We don't have to send our Dino token after her. I forgot. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, that can be the painful thing. You have 2 copies, you want to play it for your land for the turn, and, well, no, that's not happening. Oh. Well, we're certainly going to be sacrificing not the token, Regisaur itself. Shoot, we better get another land other than Boseiju. Technically, it is another land, so there is that. Field of Ruin, that's okay. Again, we still really don't need that source of white. I'll still grab Forest. Go blank. Oh. Oh, and then Liliana making us discard Carnage Tyrant. That's not nice. My goodness. Disgusting. Well, we'll get 2 charge counters on Blast Zone. Gonna take out Liliana next turn at the very least. Oh, Shifting Ceratops instead. Thank you. Yes, please. Haste, that's where it's at. Boom. And they don't even have a man land also. Hopefully they don't get removal for shifting. Waste not. I like it. I like it. Their backs against the wall. Oh, and Sunwing. Maybe we should have got a Plains at some point here. A little bit sad not being able to play it. At least they are down to 10 though. We got the Blast Zone. At any time we can pop that to take out a future Liliana. Eventually. Alright, cross your fingers. No removal next turn and we might get him. Well. They got something. Ah, okay, they're still dead. Good stuff. Still lethal because of trample, so... Alright. Perfect. Exactly lethal. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, tonight is certainly better than some of the previous nights. Sometimes it just doesn't matter what variation you use, but I definitely am enjoying this one. The Jetmir was good, having lots of Carnage Tyrants. Seeing Carnage Tyrant certainly has helped us out quite a bit. Even with Fierce Empath, 3 or 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant, I still don't see it a lot. Or Ghalta. That's going to happen some nights. Grand Strateger. We played Grand Strateger last night, I think it was. Yeah, they were using a Yorion, Jeskai, something. This hand, though, not good. No lands. Okay, that's... Well, anything is probably infinitely better than what we saw. Yorion enchantments, Fires of Invention, I'm pretty sure is what they were on last night. This Naya Dinos will catch him off guard. Kinjalli Sunwing also against Yorion, or Fires of Invention stuff. Pretty good, I would say. The Cavalier of Flame, very nasty when they get multiples of that down in a turn, but they come out, or they come down tapped because of Kinjalli's Sunwing. So they don't actually get that aggression that first turn, which is quite lovely. Looks like it might be Mardu Greasefang, maybe. Well, we still get some nice aggression with the token and Kinjalli's here. They will get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Well, they could Thoughtseize. They are in black, so that's sometimes problematic. Six, 3, ooh. Yikes. They attack, we kill them with Carnage Tyrant. They're thinking about attacking. Do it. Ooh, they didn't. Alright. Well, you know what, I'm going. Whatever creature they play, if it had haste, well, it can't attack because of... Oh, yes, good stuff. That Kinjalli Sunwing, that was pretty darn big there. We got 3 extra damage with the token because Bone Crush was tapped. We got even more damage because Aurelia the War Leader came into play tapped. Ooh, it's working out. It worked out quite a bit before I started tonight. But Grand Strateger is on Mardu midrange, M&M, black, red, and white. Pretty big stuff. Some of it could be taken out by anger. Torch Breath could take out Aurelia the War Leader in a pinch if we absolutely need to. I'll keep it as is. See how things go. If we get an even better idea what they're on about, if we need to switch things up further for Game 3, if it goes to that. Ooh, okay. Could be a little bit rough. We have 2 sources of green. We'll have 2 untapped on turn 2 for Marauding. One of those sources is white for Kinjalli's. Sunwing, I guess I should call it. There's Kinjalli's Collar and Kinjalli's Sunwing. That could work. As long as they don't have a Thoughtseize, or we draw a 3rd land and we can still go with the Topiary and Kinjalli Sunwing here. Ugh, I jinxed myself. Probably not. They saw the painful stuff we did, so they want to Thoughtseize and rip the worst defender. Probably Marauding, yeah. Okay, here goes nothing. Cross your fingers we get that 3rd land by turn 3, which we do have 3 chances. The first one there, ooh, triple queen is triple mean. Ouch. You know what that calls for. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. Happens almost never, but it will happen sometimes. Man. 3. Oh, yeah. Well, it is 3, but it comes into play tapped, unfortunately. Yeah, interesting Mardu. Mardu Angel. Oh, no, I guess that makes sense. Aurelia, War Leader, Angel, all these other angels. Yikes. Well, we got to do something at some point. Continue with the ramp, get us to 5 here, maybe 6 next turn for Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully we can make something happen, but with Righteous Valkyrie and Giada, chances are our goose is cooked. Our Dino is fried. Smoked Dino. I guess, well, dinosaurs lay eggs, so a Dino omelet. Yeah. Probably pretty big. Bigger than an ostrich, of course. You could feed an entire city maybe with a T-Rex egg. Certainly your whole street with one egg, I imagine. Alrighty. Marauding Ding Dong it is. They have enough for Ghalta. Maybe they have a Thoughtseize and they see there's 2 other copies and they won't like that. Carnage or Ghalta's coming down though. They haven't played too many more angels, which is nice. Not gaining so much benefit from Giada. Whenever another angel enters the battlefield, it enters with counters equal to the total number of other angels that they have. Still might be able to get her next turn if we draw another land. Probably going to be Carnage Tyrant instead though. And Kinjalli Sunwing does deter aggression from the angels themselves because they can't. Oh, we got it folks. Yes, bing bang boom, let's go. Play it safe with Carnage Tyrant just in case. You can play cheap Ghalta next turn if they have removal. We play another copy. If they have removal, we play the 3rd copy. They will never expect the 3rd. They may not even expect the 2nd, but the queen is coming down next turn. I hope. Seems they probably won't have a sweeper. Tap that token. Probably use everything they can to take out Carnage Tyrant, which would be very nice. We'll still get Ghalta though. Interesting. Oh, Blade of the Oni attacking. We would have to double block with Carnage and Sunwing. Blade would take out Kinjalli's. No, sirree. We're blocking Righteous Valkyrie. Stopping some damage. I definitely want to preserve Sunwing, 100%. Ooh. Oh, not quite. Well, it's got to be Ghalta instead. Unfortunately, we didn't have 7. We could have gone Regisaur for 5 and... Alright, we'll just attack with all this stuff and hope for the best. Hopefully they don't kill Ghalta. It can block the Goblin token. We take 3, 2 from Giada, 2 from Righteous Valkyrie. We'd go down to 1. Cross our fingers they don't have a stomp or something. Chances are we may be dead. Can't kill us this turn, we may kill them. Though Blade of the Oni slapped on somebody could be enough to get the job done. Oof, nuts. Okay, that will do it. Good stuff, good stuff. So, angels. I actually do kind of like Anger of the Gods. Seeing Giada, Blade of the Oni, the Goblin dude. Now, I'll try and go as explosive as possible. Hope for the best. You'll see Carnage Tyrant at some point, because I expect there's not a lot, if any, board wipes to worry about. They're really focused on creatures. Okay. It's not super fast. It's nothing for 2. Of course, maybe it's more right to mulligan and see something you can do on turn 2. But that is reasonable enough. It could have been way worse than that. We at least accelerate out Regisaur Alpha on turn 4. We get to 5 lands on that turn because of Topiary Stomper here. Oh, well, speaking of, okay, so, man, this just is looking better and better and better. And they don't have Thoughtseize, fortunately. We don't need that plains. We got both Secluded Courtyards, so we're definitely nicely padded in the sources of white for Sunwing. Get to 5, just ramp. We couldn't have attacked with Shifting Ceratops anyways, and they maybe could have killed it quite easily. That would have felt bad. We at least, well, we'll have Regisaur next turn. Maybe hasty Shifting Ceratops to draw out removal. I'd rather them use it on Shifting than Regisaur Alpha. Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll go with Regisaur. Like the sounds of that. If Kalia wants to block the token, that's fine by me. Where's Ghalta? Fierce Empath would get us the queen as well. We'd easily be able to play her still. Looks like Righteous Valkyrie is coming down, or removal. Probably not both. Okay. They're worried about reach on stuff, perhaps. Good stuff. Fatal Push. Not bad. Oh, we got her. We got her, folks. Look at this. Look at this. Shifting for 4. Boom. Ghalta for 2. Boom. Trample on Shifting. That is how you close out a game. Wow. That's why you have a lot of copies of the Queen, because she finishes things. Beautiful. Beautiful sight to see. Sometimes you see 3 copies in a row. It's worth it for times just like that. I kind of want some more coffee. Maybe. I think I have to refill things. Yeah, I have to refill the Keurig. Nuts. I should probably just put a direct line somehow right from the tap. Maybe a splitter. Pours right in. It's got a little sensor. Whenever it gets too low, it fills up to the correct level. And that looks like a correct hand to keep. Kind of risky. We got 2 things to play on turn 2. If it's something black related with Thoughtseize. Definitely will be Thunderherd. You know what? I'm going to risk it. Just because we got the 3rd land. We do get the chance to power out Shifting Ceratops. Ah, good. Very good. Very good pressure against what seems to be mono red. You want to be as aggressive as possible. Yes. Oh, yes, it is nice. It is nice indeed. Goblin Chain Whirler, not too bad. Could have been bad against some decks with little mana dorks, land war elves and that sort of thing, but we do get Regisaur Alpha this turn. Fierce Empath will grab his Ghalta next turn. Boom. We're sitting pretty. I'll attack with just Shifting. If they want to block with Chain Whirl, that's fine. Or double block, I should say. We would take out both, and that would not be smart. So I don't see him blocking with either. Alright. I wouldn't imagine they have a sweeper, just lots of creatures. I think there's a good chance we see Ghalta next turn. Oh, double stomp. Good choice. That is the right choice. Runaway Steamkin, removing all its counters. Eesh. Oh, okay. Wow, we got a replacement there, folks, but 5, 8. Yeah, we got her. We got her. I was just double checking that if we did grab Ghalta, we still would have enough to play her. I like it. Get a little bit of damage on with the trample, and we're off to the races. Man, Fierce Empath. That's lovely stuff. Even one copy, but still, I say 2 copies of Fierce Empath would feel pretty good. Well, I wonder if Anger of the Gods is going to be good against this deck that has lots of creatures with toughness, commonly 3 or less. Huntmaster, though, I'm going to cut every single Huntmaster. It dies to so much stuff that they have. It dies to anger that we just brought in. Kinjalli Sunwing is nice for probably slowing down and leaving them open. Even though, again, it dies to, excuse me, Anger of the Gods. Blast Zone might have some cheap stuff. Blast Zone actually might be nice. Lots of stuff for 3 and 2. It could be painful, and it's very nice taking out Runaway Steamkin if it's sitting at 4 counters, out of range of Anger of the Gods, as sometimes has been the case. So I'll drop 1 Carnage Tyrant, 2 Blast Zone. Yeah, 2 Blast Zone. Kind of replacing, again, some of the acceleration slash ramp that Huntmaster provided. Oh, I like it. I like it indeed. It's no anger, but it's plenty of, well, the Thunderherds we get to Regisaur at some point. Ooh, and Shifting. Always nice seeing that Jetmir's turn 1. Double, oh, the Burning Tree Robber of the Rich. Sometimes double Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, phew, folks. We got it. Luckily. I'm liking this. Maybe we don't go anger next turn. We'll see how many things they play. We only have 1 source of red. They don't have to technically worry about it. They won't be playing Regisaur Alpha anytime soon. Stuck on 2 lands. Good. Oh, yes. 100%. That's what I'm doing. Take the ping. Phew. I hope that bought us time. We get to 5 next turn for... Alright. Lovely. Lovely. Flying up tonight. This is good. This is good. Nice to have a more positive night. Win-wise, of course. Definitely. I think 3 anger is probably right. In the past, I've often used a full playset just because I want to see it as much as possible against aggressive decks like this. But probably 4 is overkill. Not a whole lot of difference. Adding that last copy. Cutting it down to 3 does leave space open for some more silver bullets, whether I do three of a lot of stuff, anger, back to nature, something that hates on the graveyard, potentially. Clothis, God of Destiny, I think it's called, from Theros Beyond Death. I'm probably going to be using 1 or 2 copies of that for tomorrow night. Taco Bite. I'll give her a go. Got 2 lands, got a source of white for the wing. On a wing and a prayer. Hopefully this hand does it. Hopefully at least that 3rd mana for Topiary Stomper. Double mulligan. Combo related perhaps? Interesting. Play it safe with the mountain, marauding. Won't take 2 damage with Stomping Ground if we don't have to. Grease Fang. We got a Grease Fang coming up. Yikes. This could be... Oh, they got Parhelion, and then they're going to get Grease Fang next turn. But Kinjalli Sunwing stops Grease Fang. It enters tapped. That is where it's at, folks. That is where it's at. I'm going to take the action and go with this Marauding Raptor. I'm going to swing with it. Trade with Rafine's Informant. That's what I want to do. Play your Grease Fang. And watch him not be able to cheat out. Well, he cheats out a vehicle, but it can't crew it, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do Grease Fang at the moment. Topiary, just because Marauding's out, could ping it, do a little bit of damage. Slightly better than Thunderherd in this scenario, I would say. And hope they don't have removal for Kinjallis. At least there's no fatal push for the Sunwing, or for Marauding, I should say. Grease Fang would cheat out Parhelion, but wouldn't be able to crew it, so it just goes back to their hand. They have to kill Sunwing first. Sunwing plus Ghalta? I like it. I like it. Do you have anything else? Oh, yes. Boom. Man, we demolished their chances. I had forgotten about that. Sunwing, Grease Fang needs to tap the crew. Can't crew when that's out. We bring the pain to a lot of stuff with this thing. I'm definitely keeping it in tomorrow night. That is a lovely interaction there, but we do need to kill the greasy rat. A little more ways, I think. Torch Breath, instant speed. What costs 4? It's very expensive to take it out because it's not a blue permanent, but still, in a pinch, that's what you really need to do. Boseiju, take out Parhelion before it attacks and makes those angel tokens. Might be nice to buy us time. Anger of the Gods, take out Grease Fang, some of the creatures that they have. Especially if they play Grease Fang without a vehicle in the graveyard yet. That would be nice. I'll keep it as is. Hope for the best. Ooh, that is lovely. Very much so. It's going to be an uphill battle either way. Now, what's quite nice though, Kinjalli's half of the namesake for tonight. Ooh, and Huntmaster. Hopefully that survives. I'll give her a go. Data push. Heartless Act is nice. At least they're using Heartless Act on Huntmaster instead of something else bigger. Definitely Topiary Stomper. We'll be at 4, potentially 5 next turn. We can go Marauding plus the second Topiary. They want to use removal on Topiary again. Very nice, similar to the previous matchup. Or it might have been the matchup before that. Essica's. Okay. So maybe I should have brought in Anger. At the very least, we'll probably be at 7 lands next turn. Depending how I'm feeling, I can go double Thunderherd Migration to get us there. Carnage Tyrant is also nice, though. Ooh, okay. Let's play it safe. Let's ramp. Let's do it. Oh, reveal shifting. Nuts. Okay, says Terra Sunder, very good stuff. I like it. But still, the kitties swinging, Essica's Chariot itself. Hopefully they don't get Parhelion 2 into the graveyard anytime soon. It's not in there yet, which is nice. Topiary Stomper, if they can't take it out, we'd get to trade with Essica's this turn, so it may not actually make sense for them to make it a creature. We'll certainly trade with it. Maybe they have a second copy, unfortunately. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. There's probably a reason they did that. Second copy coming up. Oh, getting rid of all our creatures, making us sacrifice Marauding instead of Topiary, but we still have the hasty shifting with trample. That's going to get past the cat and take her out. Ooh. Carnage next turn. They'll probably leave the cats behind to get rid of shifting if they can't just normally get rid of it. Or Fiends maybe sending something nasty into the graveyard, then playing Greasefang with the last 3 that they have. Yikes. Okay, nothing bad. Man, Anger would have been so good right about now. Oh, Ghalta, alright. Can we go Carnage plus Ghalta? Yes. I like that. Boom. Heavy hitters. Oh, this is gonna do it. Well, that is exactly lethal, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, Anger of the Gods is 100% the thing we're gonna do. Whew. That was not pretty. Got the Huntmasters. 3 of them. Still nice having a single copy. 9 things for turn 2. Oh, it's... No. Almost. It was pretty close, but that is definitely a lovely looking start. Send the planes to the bottom. Don't need that. Jetmirs. We will be at 4. Probably Jetmirs next turn. I think I'd rather them use removal on that than shifting. We got an anger. This is good. We don't, no, we'll go shifting. Leave them with less information. And hope it's not Greasefang this turn or else, well, we're dead. Nash, how's it going? How's it going? They have been going very well. This may be our first loss, unfortunately. Excuse me. Cross your fingers we don't see the greasy Greasefang come down. So they don't have it. Good. Very good. Well, Jetmir it is. Jetmir, no fear. Oh, I got it. We're not quite dead. Probably, but not quite. If only those angels tapped, that would be nice. Kinjalli Sunwing would also probably have been good too, but yeah, no, that is it. Greasefang is good. If you win against it with a deck like this, you just got lucky, pretty much. And we don't really have any graveyard hate because Greasefang is absolutely not common whatsoever in best of 3. I might face it once every couple of days. That's not really enough for me to bother bringing in super specific hate for it. But Kinjalli Sunwing was quite nice, having Greasefang come into play tapped in game 1 there against him. That slowed him down enough. Speaking of the Sunwing, I like it. We got 3 lands, Topiary or this on turn 3 at the very least. Oh, a double mulligan from Cardi B LLC. Yeah, overall, very positive night, Nash. Nice for a change. Azorius Control. That's my bet. Ooh. And I do like this list quite a bit. I mean, we got shifting to start. Of course, we'll ramp. Oh, no censor. Good. We've confirmed that at the very least. Nice. Don't imagine they'd use removal on Topiary. It's always nice when that's the case. To have a censor, well, we have that extra 1, I hope. Nuts. One less counterspell that they have to use for the other stuff, though. I can't give shifting haste, but this is the thing I want to do. Oh, good stuff. I do appreciate hearing that. I hope that I inspire other people. That's part of the goal, just to focus on one thing, whether or not it's dinos. But yeah, it is very nice to hear. I always wonder, don't always get lovely comments like that, so it's much appreciated. Spider Tribal, oh, Nash, there's actually Llanowar Green Widow, I believe, from Dominar United. Looks to be quite fantastic for spiders. It does have the domain effect. You can replay it from the graveyard, so it might have to be 3-color spider tribal or rainbow spiders. Extra scary. But yeah, Llanowar Green Widow. Very good, very good. I think definitely spider tribal does have probably enough support now. In Historic, you do have the possibility of Rot Widow Pack, which is nasty, nasty stuff. Probably have various counter spells, various things. I'm going to try for Huntmaster, see if it draws it out. Draws out a counter spell that would have been used on Ghalta. See if this draws out that counter spell. Oh, it is. It is a very, very fun. Spiders has always seemed pretty interesting to me. Yeah, the right removal for sure. I think Crippling Fear from Kaldheim, since it is a tribal deck, 2 and 2 black, name a creature type. Creatures, all creatures other than that creature type get -3/-3. Could be a pretty good sweeper, and -3/-3 does get around indestructible, hexproof, that sort of thing. Skyfisher Spider, ooh. Loth, yes, you definitely need Loth, I would think. Laughing Loth. Can't counter this. Hopefully they don't have white removal for 2, but that definitely could be a possibility. Ooh, it's coming. It's happening. Probably. Aha, good. All right, we take out Teferi. That is what you hope for. Bam, that's going to set them back. Stopping them from drawing an extra card each turn is very, very good. Yeah, the tribal anthems for sure. If all spiders are green, or for the most part they're green, Sylvan Anthem, yeah. Which we do have access to on Historic as well. Sylvan Anthem in spiders, I think, would be quite decent. Some of the spider tokens are just straight black, unfortunately. The ones that start out green and then when they die, they make the black spider token. But I think most often they're green, I believe. Probably. I'm going to try for Ghalta. If that doesn't draw out a counter spell, I don't know what is. Nasty. Maybe they're saving enough to... Oh, okay. If they make Hall of the Storm Giants ever a creature, Shifting Ceratops flies right past. It's on the ground, so also Kinjalli Sunwing would do the same. I'll go with Marauding. Could have gone Fierce Empath, search for another Ghalta or Carnage Tyrant. May not have been able to play Carnage Tyrant anyways. But I can go Fierce Empath next turn and play Ghalta for 2. Any samurai that enters the battlefield enters tapped because of Wandering Emperor. This is pretty nice. I like this. Kinjalli Sunwing. Maybe it is the secret sauce. Hard to say. I definitely haven't used Kinjalli Sunwing as much, but perhaps now in Explore, Kinjalli's makes good sense. They definitely would never counter Fierce Empath, but well, maybe. Because they're scared about what might happen. Ghalta, I guess not. I'll try it. If this doesn't draw out a counter spell or a board wipe next turn, I don't know what would. Hold back Marauding and Kinjalli Sunwing. Have some bodies if something bad does happen. Keep in mind Hall of the Storm Giants though. I'll just swing with Shifting and Sunwing. because Marauding would die to the Hall. They're learning what protection from blue is. Good stuff. Well, they'll never make that mistake again, that's for sure. Maybe the first time they've ever faced Shifting Ceratops. Hopefully they don't cast a Mad Sweeper. Good. Ooh, this maybe settle the wreckage. I don't think so, but interesting. Now to swing with everything. There she is, folks. That is good. So we could have almost killed him. I guess we might have killed him with Marauding, gotten super powered with Regisaur, plus maybe play the second copy, but I like playing it safe, especially against this deck. They don't have much in hand though, so we might, oh, digging for that sweeper, desperately. The samurai that they make, tapped. Good luck. All right, here goes nothing. Kind of sad we're not at 7 lands for Topiary Stomper. That really would have done the trick, I think. And it is nice. We get that Marauding to at least 7, at 8. It would trade with Hall of the Storm Giant, so Hall is not going to block that one. Swing with everything. Hall would probably block the Dinosaur token. To save themselves. Ooh. That's it. Oh. All right. We showed them the pain and possibility of starting off with Shifting Ceratops, Carnage Tyrant, stuff that can't be countered, lots of aggression. The Sunwing really showing up right there. What isn't it good at? Greasefang. Have Greasefang come into play tapped, doesn't crew a vehicle. Greasefang brings it out of the graveyard and it just gets sent back to the hand. So they would have to have something that discards that vehicle back into the graveyard. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there, which is actually fantastic. Aggressive stuff, it's tapped. Mono green ramp, boom. Lovely. We'll keep it as is. Hope to go as fast as possible. Hopefully we get lucky and dodge the removal that they unfortunately just didn't see. Because this is still not a super favored matchup. Definitely helpful with Shifting and Carnage Tyrant, but yeah, no, that's not a hand I want to keep. Ooh, way better. All right, we got Shifting, lovely. Oh, what didn't it help with? But definitely the mono green ramp, Storm the Festival, Karn, the Great Creator, that sort of thing. Yeah. Potentially I could have suspected a sensor there. Probably would have been better, but well, not playing anything. Jetmirs it is. And especially Kinjalli's being a dinosaur, of course, only needing one source of white. Very good chance, basically every game, we're going to see it. Again, in a pinch, Thunderherd Migration or Topiary Stomper grabs us that single plains that we have. Usually, it seems that I have Jetmir's Garden or Secluded Courtyard, so it's still very consistent, splashing for that third color, whatever it is. I'll take the ping, just in case they have another sensor. Save Boseiju for later. Ether Gust, don't exactly need it. We still could get hasty shifting next turn. Hey, no, that's all good. That's all good. Warframe, oh, good stuff. Warframe, definitely, I think you want to pay attention to. Haven't played it a whole lot. Tried it once, very, very briefly. It is made locally, actually, fairly locally. Probably about an hour from where I grew up, which is pretty cool. But again, hasty shifting, hopefully taking out the guy. Goodbye. You see Teferi, you kill Teferi. Unless they're super low and they may not have a sweeper. Yeah, Warframe I think has come a long way. Lots of stuff to do in there. Perhaps repetitive gameplay loops, but overall I think it's quite nice. I'll take the ping again, just in case they still got a sensor in hand. See if they have Wandering Emperor, settle the wreckage. That thing to block shifting, sneaky trample. Good. They're learning all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. We knew sweepers would be here at some point. At least we do get to grab a nice little Carnage Tyrant, I hope. Good, good. Hey, if you want to use removal on it. Hopefully we see another shifting to continually fly past that Hall of the Storm Giants. Field of Ruin looking for a target, I think. Jetmirs, I would imagine. Gotta be Jetmirs, yeah. Oh, that's... Maybe they've never seen Boseiju. And they want to add it to some of their lists, their green lists. Depending how this game goes, might take us right to 11:30. Of course I could play longer than 2 hours, but I think 2 hours is a nice amount. Certainly not attacking with the Empath. They have enough to make all of the Storm Giants a creature. Might have tried a cheeky little poke with the guy. Trade with the human. The elves fighting the humans. The ultimate battle, the Empath versus the little token. Hopefully this deck ain't choking. I was going to say, but farewell. It doesn't target everything, just a blanket wipe. Means it gets around hexproof from Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. Very, very sad day indeed. We're well past 7 for Topiary, though. And having Vigilance is nice for a little bit of protection against the Wandering Emperor. The bane of all creature decks, Nash. Luckily, I think for the most part, most Azorius control don't use a whole playset of Froel. I've read that it's usually 1 or 2. Maybe because it is so expensive, but... that will do it. Well, we took one game from him. That is the ultimate thing. If you love it, and you hate it equally, strongly, differing completely on the spectrums, that is a true test of a good card. But try our best. Torch Breath potentially could have been nice as a way to take out Teferi. It is a blue permanent, so we would have had to pay less. We wouldn't have had to worry about Torch Breath being countered. We'll see. We do technically get to 2 for... I would like something a little bit... No, I'll keep it. I'm going to risk the biscuit here. Risk the Dino leg. Well, I guess Shifting Ceratops is a herbivore, but Regisaur Alpha, certainly carnivore, 100%. Carnage Tyrant, literally, Karn is in the name, so it definitely eats things. People, certainly in that image, but play it safe with Thunderherd. I imagine they might have the portable hole or something for marauding. Always feels good to play it safe whenever possible. And luckily we went first. We were able to do our turn 2 play and not worry about censor. That is really the biggest thing I've found. Well, we'll just keep revealing the same guy. Tends to do the trick. Possibly marauding next turn plus shifting if we get that 5th land. Field of Ruin to take out Rootbound Crag. We got a replacement mountain, of course, so it's not a big problem. Don't grab a sweeper. I'm crossing my fingers. Hey, farewell. Maybe we talked about it a little bit too much, but we got that 5th land, as I said. You know what? Regisaur itself can simply just take out Narset with the token. That's what I wanted to do. That's the main thing. Stop them from grabbing something else that is also painful. And hope they don't have a 4th land plus Supreme Verdict. Not, ooh, okay. That's alright, you know. It happens. Eats up a counterspell. Maybe not. Huh. Ghalta certainly will. If they don't, they die. Oh. Wandering Emperor on Ghalta, perhaps. They got enough for that. But that's still... yeah. Still lots of damage to Marauding Regisaur. We got hasty shifting next turn after they potentially sweep us. Take them down to 6. They can only get to 5, so still no farewell. Hopefully it's not a 5th land this turn. And supremely good is Supreme Verdict. The verdict is out. That's a decent card. Take out the Wandering Emperor. I kind of like that. I'm going to do that. If they have a sweeper or something, I'd rather them use it and lose shifting instead of lose Carnage Tyrant. Could have gone Carnage Tyrant, but this would get us to 7 lands. And Ghalta too. We have the potential for that. Eat up that counter spell. Hopefully it's not a censor. Oh, interesting. Okay. 6 land this turn, farewell. Yikes. They looked at it, they got it. Oh, yes. Well, they're bouncing Ghalta. That's 100% happening. Okay, so farewell next turn. Don't think they'd use it on Topiary Stomper. We're still going to take out Teferi, though. I think they'll maybe use it on a Topiary plus a Kinjalli Sunwing. Of course, I could have gone Carnage Tyrant instead, but if it does draw out that farewell, of course, preserve Carnage T. Waiting for a little bit more value, perhaps. That Ghalta could have been nice. It doesn't have haste. They might have had a counter spell or removal for it again. We'll just ramp, shuffle it. All is well. I hope. That shark is tapped and can't block. Now they're gonna farewell. Man, that was real. That was cool. That was slick. Gotta love it. Gotta be farewell. Yes. Okay. Okay. We don't have to worry about that copy of it. 4. Yeah. I'll save that Jetmir's Garden. We may need to cycle it next turn and dig for something else good. Hasty shifting might just win us. The intense music at the moment. This is nice. Yeah, all of the Storm Giants will trade with Carnage Tyrant. It's not hex-proof or protection from blue. I guess the hex-proof... Oh, we got the shifting. Our chances. Can they... Well, I can't counter it. They might have removal. Did we do it? Shark Typhoon. Searching for that white-based removal for shifting. Or Ether Gust. They can't go Hall of the Storm Giants now. Actually, they're done. They're done. Yes. Oh, Nash. Man, that is how you do it. Phew. I was tempted to go Carnage Tyrant there, but I knew, while seeing that farewell, play some stuff that is going to force them to use it. And then drop Carnage T and hope they don't have a sweeper afterwards. Beautiful and cinematic. Fantastic song at the moment to back things up. Relaxing music would have been nice, but it's always cool. I can just hear it enough. Man, a perfect pairing, I would say. And perfect finish to a very positive night indeed. You can see how good you can do against Azorius control, whether or not it's super common, knowing that some heavily creature-based deck can bring the pain to that. It's very satisfying. Right, Nash, anybody else watching right now, later on? Hopefully you guys have a good night, a good morning, a good evening, afternoon, whenever it is you are watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know most of you are, so I do appreciate that. But if you're a straggler, yeah, take a bite out of that like button. Good night. See you next time. Peace.